Welcome back, my dear students, and this is a new lecture in the accounting, and we will here have some aspects about the more about we talked before about the current assets and the current liabilities. Let's remember together the questions which we had, and we calculated the current liabilities and we calculated the current assets, and we said, let me remind you, current assets like cash, account receivables, inventory, supplies, those consider current assets. And current liabilities, like as example, wages payable, account payable. Any words you get the word payable here, that means it's credits. So credits all goes to liabilities. So the word payable mean they are credits, and credits will go to liabilities. Accrued expenses, like you see here, accrued expenses are those expenses which I told you before. We are talking now about the liabilities. The current liabilities, we are talking about the current liabilities. So they are those kind of expenses that it happened, you had a service and you didn't pay for it. We call it accrued expenses. You had a service and you had to pay for it, but you didn't pay it. Mortgage, everybody know the mortgage is a kind of loan. But wait a minute. In the current liabilities, mortgage is a short period loan, because we have short loan and we have long-term loan or long-run loan. There is difference between them. So if it is short-term loan, it goes into the current liabilities. If it is a short term, it goes to the current liabilities. But if it is a long-term loan, it goes to the fixed liabilities. If it is a long-term loan, it goes to the fixed liabilities. Those are the difference between both of them. That's what we had before in the previous lecture. And we said also categorizing liabilities. We have current liabilities and we have fixed liabilities. The fixed liabilities, like the long-term liabilities, which is very hard. We don't pay it quickly. The long-term liabilities, we don't pay it quickly. It takes years, and sometimes it takes decades, like you see here. Sometimes it takes decades. Decades mean more than 10 years. We'll go back to the definition of the account payable. We saw the account payable, and we have to go. This means money you have to pay in the short run. Account payable means it's a kind of money that you have to pay within the short run. These debt supplies represent dollars obligation. Look at this word, obligation of the business. The business must include them among liabilities because it's a commitment or obligation, so that we will put them in the liabilities. This is something very logic because I have to pay it. Each of the suppliers owed, O-W-E-D, owed money by the business is one of its own creditors. So I have to pay for these people money, so they are a business creditor. Let us see an example. Current liabilities here, and we saw an example like this, and we solved this example before. You will add them up. Like current liabilities, I'm just repeating back. Current liabilities includes wages because that's in the short run. Account payable, that's in the short run. Liabilities, other liabilities. Current portion mortgage, which is short run. So here, the total liabilities, we add them up together, and we had this example before. So I'm just repeating so that you will know what's it about. Now, we move to the new part of today's lecture, which is the long-term liabilities. What is about the long-term liabilities? Long-term liabilities, like the vehicles. Vehicles loans, it's a long-term one. It takes a long time to pay for it. Equipment loans, 900,000. Mortgage, 850. But this is mortgage is a long-term purchase. And I will tell you, the mortgage for a long term or mortgage for a short term. If it's mortgage for a short term, put it in the short term. If it is mortgage for the long term, I wrote to you mortgage long term into between brackets like this. Long term here. If I wrote to you long term here, then you put it in the long term liabilities. If it is mortgage of a short term, then you will put it in the current liabilities. That's it. So If you want to see now the long-term liabilities, it will be 150 plus 900 plus 850. That all will come to this amount of, let's see with the calculator. Let's see. Let's go and see. Here we go. The vehicle loan is 150,000. Cool. That's nice. Control and C. And here we go. Edit. Then paste 150. Plus, we have equipments 900,000. Control and C. Then go back here. And edit and paste 9,000. Plus, we have also mortgage of 850,000. Here we go. Control and C. And then we'll go here and add them up, edit and paste. Here we go. So the whole amount is 1,900,000. Here it is, the 1,900,000. Look back. Look at the number on the calculator and the highlighted number, 109,000. 1,900,000. Here is 1,900,000. So you have to also to sum up all the long-term liabilities together. You have to sum up all the long-term liabilities together, like what you did exactly in the assets, you will do for the liabilities. Perfect. Now we'll go to our next piece of work. We'll take an example like this now, but I'll just tell you. Here we'll go before we leave this part. Usually we take an example of each part we do before we leave it. Calculate long-term liabilities from the following data. And here is the data which I will give you. I will take the same example, but I will change in the numbers. So here I will say vehicle loans. I will take all these together here like this way, Control and C. And the purpose of this example is just to make you familiar with what we will put in the long term and what we will put in the short term for the liabilities. So here 150, I will change it into 170. And equipment loan, I will make it 800. And this I will make it 700. And that's it. So you have to calculate them. Then you will say long-term liabilities will equal Control and C. Let me take the example down here. So the solution will be here at this point. I will keep for you a few minutes to work on it, please. Then I will solve it with you. I will give you around 5 minutes to work on it. Then it's not worse. You will add them up together to get the long-term liability. You have to add 170,000 plus 800,000 plus 700,000. And take care, because here I will tell you mortgage long-term or long run. I will tell you mortgage long run. Then you will add them up together. Okay. We'll have 5 minutes to do this purpose. Thank you so much. Thank you. It takes some time to do it. That's fine. We can now say that the long-term liabilities will equal Control and C. This is a solution. Will equal vehicles loans. Loans will be 170,000. Control and C. Control and V plus the 800,000. Control and V plus the 700,000. Control and C. So this is long-term liabilities will equal at the end the amount which we said, that is will be 1,900,000. Like we calculated in the calculator, same likewise. So this is Control and C, and we'll go to it right now. Here we go. It will equal this amount of money, and before this the dollar sign, of course, we can put this also down like this way, so that it will be. So this is the long-term liabilities. Long-term liabilities will be this amount. Will be this amount. Okay. Here we go. These are the points, which is the this is the long-term liabilities, which is like I said, 170,000 plus 800,000 plus 700,000. That will be 1,900,000. Same idea now. We'll go to move to another idea. We'll go to another idea now, or another aspects. We said the owner's equity means the capital, okay, which means assets minus the liabilities. Because owner's equity, like I said, remember what I told you here, that assets will equal liabilities plus owner's equity. Assets will equal liabilities plus owner's equity. So owner equity, you can remove this word and write instead of it capital, if the capital is the owner equity. Okay. So here, once we can say here also with the owner's equity consists of plus net income minus drawings. So this will give me the owner's equity. Sometimes if I started the operation, I don't have income and I don't have drawing, then the owner, the capital will equals the word owner's equity. So again, if I was starting in the business itself, that's what I mean. In the start of the business itself, the word you can use the word capital by the meaning of owner's equity. You can use the word capital by the owner's equity. So here as example, we have the capital is 750. Let me do it like this. Owner capitals equal 7 plus net income minus, so it will give me the owner's equity. Let us say here, let me say here, to be more clear, calculate the owner's equity, knowing KN OWING, knowing that capital equals 700 and net income equals 150, and this drawing, I think we did something wrong. That's fine. So I will just return it back the way it is here, so it will be clear. I will take 750 plus the income minus the drawings. This will give me the 850, which is the owner's equity. That is how to calculate. This 900,000 is the total of 750 plus 150,000. So we can remove it here now, so that because it will miss you guys, it will confuse you. So it will be like this. So if I get the solution, I will say owner's equity. Let me do another slide. Owner's equity will equal, here we go, owner equity will equals capital, starting capital, plus income minus drawings. That will give me the whole equilibrium. Okay, so here as example, if I have, let us say here we have the that will equal capital was 750. Capital was 750. Let me make it shorter than this for the moment. Then, yeah, then after that will. So if I say that the capital was 750,000, here is the capital. I will take it like this, 750,000. Let's see. So it will equal plus the net income. The net income is 150,000. Net income is 150. So I will take 150,000. Control and C. Minus the drawings. How much the drawings is? 50,000 minus drawings, minus capital plus income minus drawing. So the drawing is 50,000. Here I would say the 50,000 minus 50,000, 50, 1, 2, 3. And here is the comma of the, so that's all will equals. When you say 900 minus 750 plus 150 will equals 900 minus 50, that will give me dollars 850. Dollars 850,000. That's in dollars. So this is, we call it the owner's equity. Okay, but if the net income was zero and the drawing was zero, as example, in the start of the business, then the owner's equity will equal the capital in the start of the business. That's true. You still don't have drawings. You still don't have, you didn't do income from operations. So in that case, if this is zero and this is zero, the drawing is zero and the income is zero, sorry, the income is zero, then look at this. If those two, those final two equal zero, then only the owner's equity will equals the capital. Only the owner's equity will equal the capital, as long as those two are zero. What happened when it happened? When there is no income from operations and when there is no drawing, then we will say the owner's equity equals the capital. So 750 plus 150 minus 50, that will give me 850, like it's shown up here in front of you in this example. That is the owner's equity. So we'll take an example now for this one also as well. Before we move to the next idea, I will tell you here an example. This is today, we have here 10, this is 11, exercise 11. Then we'll go now to exercise 12. Let's say calculate the owner's equity knowing that capital invested, this is the dollar sign, 100,000. Drawings in dollar, drawings in dollar, where 20,000. And income was income, let's say the income here in this dollar sign, 30,000. So to calculate the owner's equity here in this example, I will give you around 5 minutes to do it. Please go work for it. And I will do here the, so here we will work it, calculate. This is our example now. calculate the owner's equity. Now I want to get the owner's equity. This is what I want to calculate, the owner's equity, knowing that capital invested was 100,000, drawings 20,000, and income was 30,000. Shall leave you about 3 minutes to finish it. It doesn't need more than 3 minutes. Then I will solve it back with you guys. Thank you. Okay, my dears, we are back. So we'll say that the owner's equity here, Control and C. This is the solution. We'll start the solution right now. Control and V will equal the capital. How much is the capital here? Is 100,000. Here is the capital. Control and C. This is the capital plus the income. The income was 30,000. Here is the income is 30,000. Control V minus the drawings are 20,000. Here are the drawings are 20,000. Control and C. And here is the drawings are 20,000. And that will equal 100. Sorry, this is 20. The income is we said the income. Sorry about that. The income is drawing is 20,000, and the income I didn't write it down. The income I said was 30,000. I said was 30,000. So here the income is 30,000. 30,000 minus the drawings is 20,000. So here we'd say 130 minus 20, that will give me 110. 1,000, of course, 1,000. And here we have the sign of the dollar as well. Control and C. And this is the sign of the dollar. So here we say the same equation which we had before in the Control and C. Let me put it for you in the solution first, on the top of the solution, so everyone can know how to do it. Here it is. The owner's equity will equal, let me take all the example down in one page alone. Here we go. So here, calculate the owner's equity, knowing that the capital invested was 100,000. Here is the capital invested, 100,000. And drawings were 20,000. The drawings were 20,000 minus the drawings, like we say here, capital plus income minus drawing. And the net income was 30,000 plus the 30,000 of the net income. That will give me 100 plus 30, 130 minus 20. That will give me $110,000. So this we call it owner's equity. Remember what I said in the start, that the word owner's equity might say we use it instead of using the word capital. In case no income, the income is 0 and the drawing is 0. So in that case, the owner's equity will equals the capital invested. In that case, they will be equals to each other. That is regarding the solution of that problem, or how to calculate the owner's equity. So today we talk about the owner's equity. We talk about the long-term assets. We had an example here. We had an example here. This is the long-term assets or long-term liabilities as well. We had known the long-term liabilities, and we know also what do we mean by the owner's equity and the owner's equity equation, or the owner's equity equation. We had it also as well. Shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you.